What's happening, boys? It's Christmas Eve, and I have the pleasure of riding this kick-ass Yamaha, previously owned and built for 16-time AHMRA national champion Jake Randall. The vendors that he worked with Nick Time Creations out of New Jersey and a couple other vendors. And when he built the bike that would win at the national championship level, AHMRA. And that's what he's got here, folks. This thing is, when I was going to say listen to the motor, or not, what you don't hear with this motor is a slapping piston or a loose crank, because the motor's been completely rebuilt by Jay and his team. The front forks have been redone. The rear shocks are upgraded. The tires, the chains and sprockets. This is a full frame-off resurrection to build a racing bike. They also did some work to the motor. The porting's been cleaned up. The carbs dialed in. The air box and air filter are customized. It has like a custom intake to a K&N air filter, and it definitely runs a lot better. Hey, guys, I was thinking right before we started filming, I think we've become, if not the capital for just the United States of America, or we might be the world capital for vintage Yamaha enduro and motocross bikes. I don't think anybody on YouTube has had more restored vintage classic Yamahas than us anywhere on the planet. I can say that pretty confidently. Would you if anybody disagrees with me, point me to a website or YouTube channel that's done more vintage Yamaha, classic Yamahas like this than us. This one is stunning. The paint job on the gas tank, it was professionally done. It's got hand-painted graphics on there. These are hand-painted graphics. This is a Yamaha sticker, and that's a Yamaha sticker, but the other graphics are hand-painted on a really good quality paint job. The front fender was painted. The rear fender is a new replacement plastic fender, and it's kind of sporty looking. It's not like, if you look at what the stock fender on this was compared to this, it definitely is an upgraded look. It's got full number plates all the way around on it. It has the AHMRA National MX Champion graphics kit on there in memory of Jay's 16 national championships. Now, Jay never raced this for a championship. He built it, and he was going to race it. He was at the end of his career. When he raced, he always built 2 race bikes. He only had one of these, and he said he never got around to campaigning this on the circuit. So it's got very low hours on the Resurrection. Still has the kickstand on there for display purposes. Look at the size of the sprocket on this thing. It's geared low for racing. It's got a nice, big, beefy Michelin knobby on the rear, and it hooks up like crazy. I wish I could take it off-road, but as you can see, we've got a foot of snow here. Junior, you know a lot about these Yamaha MX and Enduros. Would you like to add some commentary here?
Yeah, man, this thing's been stripped down. It's lightweight, and Jay knows his shit about vintage racing and how to set up a bike, and the proof's in the pudding, guys. Check out the bike. It's got the new DID wheels, the 21-inch front wheel, the aftermarket shocks, the big rear sprocket, aftermarket seat foam. Definitely a kick-ass bike set up for off-road.
Lots of cool custom features on this bike, starting with the paint job, the rear fender, the handlebars, the grips, the throttle assembly. The brake and clutch perches are brand new. The clutch cable's brand new. The throttle cable's new. The front brake cable's new. The tires have been replaced. Everything's been redone on the bike. See, the clutch cable's new. New spark plug cap and plug wire. New fuel petcock, in addition to new fuel lines. The car's been rebuilt. Custom intake with a new filter on it. Nice set of upside-down gas shocks. Again, Kenny mentioned the tires have been upgraded to 1821. Nice big beefy Michelin on the back there. Just a kick-ass piece. Like I said, Jay built his bikes to go out to the AHMRA championships and win races. This wasn't built. This wasn't a cosmetic restoration. This was built to race. Got some cool features on it, like the extra foam on the seat, because there's not much suspension here. And Jay was building this to race himself, so he wanted all the padding he can get. All the hardware on the bike is really nice or new. The brake lever is perfectly straight. The foot pegs are perfect. The kickstand, I would take that off for racing, but I'd leave it on for display purposes. And it's got a brand new set of graphics on it to go with the paint job. It's got a nice custom handmade heat shield to keep you from burning your leathers on the pipe. A little bit lighter than the stock one. Just a cool piece, folks. You know, if you're looking for a vintage bike to actually ride, this would be an excellent candidate if you want to get in a vintage, take it to Mid-Ohio or go to Unadilla. The bars are super nice on it and brand new. Everything from here up is brand new. All the controls, everything. It's even got new hardware mounting on the triple clamp. So Lots to like about this one, guys. And it runs really good. It's very, very strong bike, very fast, and shifts, clutches, brakes, everything's on point on it. And it sounds awesome. Now you can buy a DT or an MX and do a restoration yourself. Plan on taking several months of your time and thousands of dollars. These things don't happen overnight. Check that out. That's awesome. That's our friends Jackie and our husband came down from Middletown, New York with a couple of nice bikes for us. We'll have to go over and say hello. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and God bless America. Look at that thing with the 21-inch rims on it. That thing's badass. Come on over here. Look at that thing. Fucking badass. Wow. That thing's beautiful. That's got to be the nicest Dodge truck I've ever seen. Look at that thing.
Man, I can't believe I'm finally here.
I know.
That's
we were
awesome.
So excited.
So this bike right here was who built this bike for you?
This is a Joe Martin build.
This is a Joe Martin build. If you remember the 500 shootout that we had in 2019 at Southwick, both hole shots at Southwick were taken by Chris Canning on a Martin bike.
Yep, on a Martin bike.
Joe's obsessed with the KXs and built some kick-ass machines.
She's a beauty, but I just went all Husqvarna, man. 125. This thing's too gnarly.
You know, after seeing your truck, these Dodges really need the bigger rims to look right, because it's
Yeah,
such a
they
big
gotta
truck.
have it.
But with the 17s, they look a little funny on there.
Yeah,
you know?
they do a little bit. Look like they skip leg day.
Yeah. Yeah.